Guys, what's going on? It's Ashley, your Comanche today in Raid Shadow Legends. I am not alone. I am joined by Layla Fox Nation. Layla, welcome to the channel. How you doing? It's been a while since we collabed, huh?
Oh, geez, it's been so long. Hello.
It's been like 5 videos ago.
I'm just trying to be polite.
We got a big update. I didn't see this one coming, did you?
No, and so guys, just so you know, this is brand new for both of us, which is what's going to be really fun and exciting about this is we haven't seen this yet. So we're really, really excited for today's video.
We did take a little tiny peek at the new champions, not their skills, but their images, and they look badass. They're like such a cool new faction. Listen, I said it's a big update. It is. I think some people kind of hate and be like, another new faction, who asked for that? But I think that it looks like amazing. These champions look amazing, and they're bringing a new buff to the game called Taunt. We'll talk about that. Yep. We have a new artifact set. We have a buff to the Instinct set as well. It's now ignoring 20% of enemy defense. I still think it kind of sucks. What about you?
I actually haven't really used that set, unfortunately.
You know what? I don't think it sucks anymore. I don't think it sucks anymore because lethal is 25, savage is 25. You're missing only 5%, but then you're getting the speed instead.
You win some, you lose some.
I don't know.
Also 12%.
I like it. I like it. I stand corrected. I like Instinct. And we have Defiant. It's a 2-piece set, but check this out. Defense plus 10%, minus 15 damage taken from AoE attacks, and it stacks is only a 2-piece, so you can wear 3 of these things and get a whopping 45. My math is right here, Layla. 45% off AoE attacks. That's pretty insane. Is it just me, or is that an insane set?
What do you think?
I totally agree.
No, that is really, really good. I mean, you're almost negating like half of that, right? You're almost at like 50%, which is ridiculous. That is really good.
Yeah, so I think that's really, really cool. Brand new set. My cat is playing on the computer. 1 second.
That's okay. Show Fern. Hi, Fern.
Bro. Look, she's laying down.
There she is.
Like,
hi, Fern.
Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet.
I didn't know she was going to turn on the laptop, you know? I was talking about, cut that out. All right, the cat's out. Sorry about that, guys. So this new artifact set, Defiant, is from the Forge Pass. So, okay. You gotta kind of pay for it, I guess. So it looks cool. It's kind of like Bolster, though, you know, that you can only get it from there is what it sounds like. We also have a buff. We'll talk about the buff in a minute. Let's talk about this brand new faction, Sylvan Watchers, right, Layla?
Sylvan, but that's also because like I come from World of Warcraft and we have Sylvanas, who's a champ in there, and you know it's very, very similar. So I would say probably Sylvan Watchers. But guys, I don't know. What do you think? How would you pronounce it?
I want to say like no, I think Sylvan is gonna be right. Sylvan Watchers. They're basically like druids or something, right? Like forest people.
Yeah, let's check them out. I'm excited. Right. Let's check them out.
Dude, whoa!
Wow.
First of all, the background, like I love that. Look beautiful. At this. It is really cool, man. Like
these like forest people kind of a thing. Really cool. Guys, I gotta tell you, like they never disappoint with art.
Dude.
I'm so impressed. That is beautiful. Look at that.
Trying to get a little.
It's gonna be a long night.
She's an amazing freaking champion. First of all, let me push Layla over for a second so you can see these base stats. 110 base speed, 1332 on the defense, almost 20k on the HP, so she's got those base stats down. Her A1 is continuous heal. So you've never read the kits at all, right?
Nope, I haven't seen any of this. It's brand new.
I'm putting you on the spot. I want you to letter grade them based on the kit. Is that cool?
Sure, we'll have some fun, guys.
Continuous heal on 2 turns of the ally lowest HP on the A1. We got a 100% chance of cleansing everybody on a 3-turn cooldown with block debuffs, with increased speed for 2 turns, okay?
Wow,
and then check this out. Check this out. We get a 3-turn revival with increased defense and increased attack on that ally. 3-turn revival. But there's more. We have a passive. We get a Syl the Drake's-esque passive. Heals each ally by 10% of their max HP at the start of their turn.
Wow.
Whoa. And put a perfect heal for 1 turn the ally with lowest HP at the end of this champion's turn. Dude! Is that a boss champion or is that a boss champion?
Hey, what's her speed aura?
Her speed aura is speed in all battles 19%. Like, dude, what do you give her? And then I'll give her a grade.
I mean, she's up there. I like her as like an A. Like she's right up there for sure.
Yeah,
man, she's like high tier.
Yeah, she's like to me.
Like I want her.
Me too. I think she's like a top champion in the game. I really do.
Yeah.
Like great reviver, and this cleanse, block debuffs, increase speed, and then the heals, and then the yeah, dude, I'm put her in S tier for sure. All right, next up, we got King.
Ooh, look at him.
Galkober.
What?
Galkabar?
Guys, this is gonna be fun to pronounce. You know
Galkabar. I think Galkabar sounds better. Galkabar. King Galkabar, not Galkobar, Ash.
King Galkobar.
He looks pretty
like
cool too. He looks cool, right?
Yeah, he looks like Cobra.
He looks like out of G.I. Joe or something, man. Anyway.
Yeah, you know, we could. Okay.
Yeah. Or He-Man villain. Like, am I dating myself here? Probably. All right. So his base stats, guys, just so you can see, are 21K, a lot of defense, support champion, and speed, again, 108, so pretty healthy there. On the A1, we have a shield for 2 turns, ally lowest HP. On the A2, we have an AoE attack, 100% on 3-turn cooldown of removing all buffs. We got a poison debuff for 2 turns. For each buff removed from them, 100% chance of placing block buffs on that enemy for 1 turn.
Wow.
This is a great ability, Vitriolic Thorns.
Yeah, solid.
I like the name, too. All right. Then we have a cleanse on a 3-turn cooldown. We got a continuous heal for every debuff removed from them.
Wow.
And then we got a shield for 2 turns based on his max HP. Another S tier, right?
Oh my gosh, what's the passive? Bramble Shaman.
Whenever enemy under poison debuff attacks an ally under a shield, it instantly activates 1 poison debuff from the enemy. Also instantly acts continuous heals on the attacked ally. Another beast of a champion, man. Wow.
Are they just trying to put like they're just trying to put all these amazing champs in this new faction so we all want them and can't have them? Like what is this?
I know, like, dude, Plarium, power creep anybody? Holy crap, dude. All right, okay, so another freaking amazing, like, you agree, S tier again?
That's a really good champ.
I mean, for instant activation on the poisons against bosses like Demon Lord or any other boss, that's insane. Think of all the synergies you're gonna have with other poison champions on the same team as him, right? And then he's got the cleanse and the shield and the continuous heals all over the place. Good God. All right, what do you think of this guy?
Well, that's interesting. Turn around, let's see. Let's see the shield.
Turn around, okay.
Yeah, turning around.
Sorry, guys. I got dad jokes on the channel.
He does.
So this is his face, in case you were wondering what he looks like. And his chest.
Interesting. What's his shield look like? I like character design, too.
Ooh.
Oh, that's interesting.
That is cool. That is cool. All right, so he's got the saber, the lightsaber. Wow.
It's not a lightsaber. Close, though.
Dude, okay. He looks pretty cool. So what does he do now? He is a defense-based champion, almost 15K. On the base defense, 20K on the HP, 102 on the speed. Pretty much in line for a defense-based champion. Has defense in all battles by 30%. He's transferring all debuffs from this champion to the target with a heal based on each debuff on his A1. Not bad for an A1. He has an AoE decrease attack on the A2, stealing continuous heals from each enemy. This effect cannot be resisted. Interesting on a 3-turn cooldown. Now, how useful. We're not attacking a ton of champions with continuous heals all the time, but, you know, let's see what else he's bringing to the table. Oh, taunt.
Oh, here we go.
He's got the taunt buff. He's also got increased defense and is strengthened on this champion for 2 turns. So what is taunt? Let's read the rest of his kit and then we'll talk about it. Whenever an ally loses 10% or more of his max HP from a single hit, place a shield buff on that ally for 2 turns equal to 10% of their max HP. Not a bad passive. And you can bring it down to a 0-turn cooldown, you know? Interesting champion. I'll be honest with you, Layla, I don't know about you, but he's a tough guy to grade because we don't know exactly how good Taunt's gonna be. She doesn't, like, blow me away, but at the same time, we'll see. Taunt, so you put it on him, Taunt, right? For 2 turns. For those 2 turns, only he can be attacked. Think about it as like a provoke, but not a debuff. It doesn't have to check against your accuracy versus resist. It's just straight up a buff, and then everybody's forced to attack him. However, provoke will supersede taunt, meaning that if there's another champion like a Krisk on the same team and he has provokes out there and there's a taunt buff on this dude, Green Warden, well, they'll attack Krisk and not Green Warden. So on AoE attacks, they'll start by targeting the taunt champion. You'll only be able to target the taunt champion on AoE attacks, and then of course the rest of the AoE will still land on the allies. So what do you think of this buff, and what do you think of this dude?
It's very interesting. I know you and I were talking about this beforehand, if we thought they would try to make taunt something like they've done in some of the other MMORPG games. And I think it's fun that they're adding this in because they do, I don't know if you guys know this, but they classify Raid as like an RPG game, right? In some ways. So I think it's fun that they're trying to add in some more of these buffs. And it's interesting that they're trying this new buff on this new faction. And so this is one of them. I believe there's only going to be 2 champs. We can see that as we go along. They're actually going to have taunt. So I guess we'll see if the other one's also going to be a defense-based champ as well too, which would make sense to give them taunt and have them be defense-based.
Absolutely. So yeah, I agree. It's kind of pretty cool. We'll TBD on like how useful it's going to be. But look at this guy.
He looks cool.
Alil? Alil?
Alil.
He's got the big, Grim Reaper scythe. Is that that weapon? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He looks really cool.
Yeah, then he's dual wielding some swords as well, so that's pretty cool. He's got the the open chest. He's been working out, abs of steel there, and he's got the horns, the antlers, I should say, right?
Yeah.
So cool looking dude. I think he looks really cool. He's a legendary void attack based champion. His base attack, we don't know his multipliers just yet, but his base attack is a whopping 1630. He's pretty speedy too at a 105. He has no defense, 903, and he doesn't have a lot of HP as well, so pretty squishy. Let's see what this dude does. Attacks one enemy, steals all buff from the target the first time this champion is hit with a skill, or hits him with a skill. The effect cannot be resisted. Okay. Each subsequent time the attack hits an enemy, no buffs will be stolen. Instead, the damage will increase by 10% for each buff on the target. Okay. On the Prince of Carapace, is that how you say that?
Carapace, I think. Pierce of Carapace.
Yes, not the Prince of Carpets, Ash. The Prince of Carpets ability, guys. On a 3-turn cooldown, attacks one enemy will ignore Strengthen, Stone Skin, increased defense, and ally protection buffs.
Interesting.
If this attack kills an enemy, fully heals his champion and places a Stone Skin buff on them for 1 turn. Wow. I think the Prince of Carpets ability is going to be able to one-shot anybody in the arena. It's ignoring Stone Skin. To me, that automatically gives him, if not a niche, but a place in the arena meta, right?
Yeah.
Now we get a Chill Wind of Autumn. What a name of an ability, huh? 3-turn cooldown, an AoE attack before attacking, removing increased defense on each target, replacing them with a decreased defense for 2 turns. Removes Strengthen, replaces it with a Weaken, plays a block buffs debuff for 1 turn on enemies not under decreased defense in Strengthen, and the buff removal and replacement cannot be resisted. Wow, that's pretty cool. So this dude is obviously an anti-Stone Skin, anti-Go Second Team. He's removing all the strengthens and increased defenses. He's replacing them with debuffs, and they can't be resisted.
Yeah.
Increases champions' HP by 2,000 and defense by 100 for every 1,000 attack they have. Fills his champion's turn meter by 10% whenever they receive a buff. Dude, this dude's a beast, huh?
I'm curious to see how much damage he can do in arena. Holy cow.
I know. To me, this is personally, I think he's a great addition to the game. Of course, none of us will be able to get him because of Void Legendary. but hypothetically, he's a great response. He's a great response to the meta, right?
So who's your favorite Lego so far? And we just looked at the legendaries. Who's your favorite legendary? And guys, let us know. So far, who's your favorite legendary here? Oh, man.
Dude. Frig. I think King Cobra. I mean, Elva and Galkabar. No, honestly, I'm going to be real. All three of these, it's hard to choose between these 3.
I know.
I think I would want him the most because he's Void and he's like an amazing, it seems like an amazing, legendary for Arena. I love Arena. But I got to say, Galkabar, with the AoE, the poisons, the removing buffs, the block buffs, and the cleanse, and the shield, and the heals. And the poison, instant activation.
So much.
Dude.
I like our first girl, too.
I know. I don't know.
Elva.
So who's your favorites of the legendary?
Man, I like Elva and Alil. I like Alil. I really like him, and I like Elva. But it's hard. They're all good.
You guys can let us know, man. This is a tough one. Like, I feel like we might even be sleeping on Ruark or whatever, but those 3 are all insanely good, it seems like. Okay, we have Cormac, the High Peak. He looks really cool. Now we're into the epics here, so a little bit more obtainable for us out there. His base stats, as you can see, 94 speed, very slow. He's got not a lot of defense, not a lot of HP either. So let's see what he's doing here, Layla. He is decreased speed for 2 turns on the A1, 50%. He's attacking 1 enemy before attacking, 100% chance of placing a decreased defense for 2 turns. Okay, underwhelming so far. Has an increased accuracy, increased crit rate on this champion, then gets an extra turn.
Okay.
I don't like him. What about you?
He's definitely lackluster compared to what we just looked at.
I know, man. I was like, he looks super cool.
Maybe if we started with the lobies and worked our way up, maybe that's what we should have done.
I know, right? We should start with the one rare they're releasing to us. But man, yeah, that's a weak kit to me, you know? Decreased speed, single target, decreased defense, single target. Unless he's like one-shotting everybody. Even the extra turn is cool, but like, okay. So, All right. Whoa! Look at this dude.
This guy looks cool. Whoa. What is he?
This is my dude. Get it?
I'm trying to figure out. So, guys, what do you think this faction actually is? Like, I'm seeing things that look like elves and druids, and this is just a really cool faction. Like, you can't even like really place what these guys are. They just look really cool, and they're so diversified in the way that they look.
I know. It's like Uros' Soul Cage.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
Akoth the Seared had a baby or something.
And has all kinds like vines and stuff. So
He's
we're missing a tree in there somewhere.
Duden? Is that Duden the Runic?
Sure, we'll go with that.
He's a dude.
We'll
He's a
come
dude. Hey, dude. Hey, dude. Do you know that TV show from like the 80s? Hey, dude? On Nickelodeon? No?
Dude.
Okay, forget it.
It sounds familiar.
It's just like these lame teenagers on a ranch together. I liked it when I was growing up.
Oh, like a dude ranch kind of thing.
A dude ranch, yeah. Now I have the stupid theme song in my head right now. I will not sing it. No, we're not going to do it.
It's a little while.
On the A2, Protector Effigy attacks all enemies, places a shield buff on all allies 2 turns, 15% of the champion's max HP, increases the duration of all buffs by 1 turn. It's not a 4 turn. Boy, would love that on a 3 turn, but but we have a taunt.
There's the other one.
We have a taunt for 1 turn on a 3 turn cooldown. Also gives him strengthen and counterattack, which leads him into stealing more or removing more random debuffs from all allies on his A1. So he's got kind of like that built-in cleanse that goes with a counterattack. That's interesting synergy there. And then he has defense in all battles by 20. What do you think of this dude, Layla?
Wow, that is interesting.
Sorry.
This dude, Bloodums. That's right.
Look at this dude.
So he's our second one with taunt then. He's the second one that we've seen.
Second and only, I think. And he has a big hole in his head with skulls.
That he does.
Yeah.
I thought that was his chest, but yeah, I guess that's his head.
That's
not my nose, guys. We're trying to just like dissect how these things look.
All the people he killed, man. All right, cool. So what do you think? What do you give him? He's a very interesting guy, huh?
He seems a bit unique there. So we do have taunt the strength and the counterattack. I don't know. I still think some of the other ones seem much more impressive.
I'll tell you what, though. I mean, the legendaries, of course, but I'll tell you what. I think this dude's going to play a crucial role, on the new Faction Wars when they add it, right? Because like you'll get this great taunt, you'll get the cleansing happening all the time from the counterattack, then you'll get the shield and the increased duration, which I absolutely love. So I think he'll actually think that he's pretty. Personally, I think he's pretty good, but it will he does pale in comparison to the OP legendaries.
I know. And to your point too, it really depends on how taunt performs. You know, like we see how the buff is. If it ends up being a good buff, if it's mediocre, that's kind of what we have to still see too.
I think it's going to be pretty good because it just seems broken that it doesn't matter like what their accuracy is to be able to provoke everybody, you know? Mist Rider Dathy. This guy is okay, I guess. Okay looking dude. He's like an elf kind of.
Yeah, he looks like an elf.
Anyway, he is an attack-based champion with 1376 on the attack. Here's the base stats for you guys if you want to go ahead and take a look at home. We have an A1 chance of removing a buff from each target. We also have a 20% chance of granting this champion an extra turn. On the Squall of Shafts on the A2 ability, we have an AoE attack. We have 100% of decreased defense. An extra turn if the decreased defense is placed on all enemies by this skill. It is a 4-turn cooldown, though. We have increased attack, increased accuracy buff on this champion, then an extra turn again. The extra turn again changes things. Now we're getting it. Now this is cool. I think he's going to be a pretty solid debuffer, honestly, with a double extra turn.
2?
Yes.
Do we have 2 with an extra turn? We do, right? We have A1 and 3? Or wait, no, it's A2. There we go.
The A2, if he's placing it, though. If he's placing it. Right. The debuff. So with a double extra turn, though, I think he could be a pretty cool debuffer to have on your team. I don't know if I consider him like an endgame epic, but I think he's definitely compelling. You love Deke, and he's got a little bit of Deke. I mean, not quite as good, but a little bit of Deke going on with the extra turns all over the place and the debuffs. Accuracy in all battles by 40, not too bad. Again, I think this dude could be pretty solid for Faction Wars, you know? Whoa!
What is this guy?
Bitch better have my money.
This is a cool-looking champ.
What?
No shoes. He's got the... Okay.
Well.
He is a cool-looking dude.
That is very interesting.
What is his weapon?
How do you say his name? My Celiac Priest?
My Celiac Priest Orn. Okay.
Wow, okay.
So, Priest Orn, I think he's going to be a reviver. Does he look like a reviver to you?
Yeah, looks like some kind of, definitely.
Maybe
I'm
not, though.
thinking
I don't know.
too.
He's an
Let's
HP-based
see.
champ.
Let's see.
Let's go. Here's his stats right here. We have Poison on his A1. We have
I guess
a
Rock, not
two-time.
Reviver.
We have instant activation on Poison on the A2.
Ooh, okay.
And then we have an AoE with 2 poisons, poison sensitivity for 2 turns, 3-turn cooldown, heals his champion for each poison placed by the skill. Passive, whenever a poison debuff is activated on an enemy, increases champion's HP and defense by 5. Stacks up 25%, resets each round. Very cool. I think he's a pretty good poison instant activator to have, especially for an epic champion, right?
Yeah, it seems like they're kind of trying to do something like almost a Dark Kale or something like that.
He's got a little bit of Dark Kale in him.
Yeah, a little bit of Dark Kale in there.
Yeah, with the poisons and poison sensitivity on the AoE. I like him. I'm going to give him an A.
So we were off, guys. Not a Reviver. Poisoner.
Yeah,
but
I know,
which
right?
we have really guessed by looking at him.
Yeah, right? Okay.
This looks like Elaine.
Yeah, she does look a little bit like Elaine. Elaine with a little goatee.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. We have Rula. Rula. She is a fast attack-based champion. 112, 870 on the defense, 15, almost 16k on the HP. She's got a 3-time hitter. Each critical hit, 100% chance of stealing target's turn meter on the A1. Pretty cool for Fire Knight. We have another triple hitter, even better for Fire Knight. Each hit has a 50% chance to make it 75 when booked, replacing a decreased defense, a weaken, and a decreased speed. It's a really, really good ability. It is on a 4-turn cooldown, though. And then we have Timed Offensive. Fills a turn meter of all allies by 20%. Increased crit rate on all allies is on a 3-turn cooldown. I think she's a pretty good champion as well. What about you?
Yeah, she's solid. Definitely solid. Like you said, definitely for Fire Knight, too. I like that.
Yeah.
Multi-hits.
Okay. Yeah, I give her a...
I like her.
Yeah, I feel like she'll be a little bit niche, but... No, I mean, this ability is really nice, you know?
That is really good. With decreased defense, weekend, and a decreased speed.
And on each hit has that 75% chance, so it's pretty dependable. 70%, my bad. 75 with sniper, but it's a pretty dependable, and you're getting like 3 of the most important debuffs in the game on one ability. So I like her. Whoa!
Oh, she looks neat. I like her.
Dude, are you gonna cosplay her or what?
She looks amazing. She would be a fun cosplay.
I know. You could.
She got like antlers. She looks
also,
like birch, right? Like birch tree is what she looks like. That's
she does. She does. She's pretty cool looking too.
She's so cool looking.
It's the shield. Yeah. That's the
whole... I like her look.
Yeah, she's really cool. She's a an epic defense void champion, White Dryad Naya. Her base stats are pretty solid as well. You guys can check those out. We have an AoE with decreased speed on the A1.
Love it.
I love this ability. I already love her, man. I already love her. That's
Give me her already.
We have a cleanse from a target ally on a 3-turn cooldown. Heals them by 40% of their max HP. If the target skill is not this champion, decreases the cooldown of all the target's skills by 2 turns. Wow. Okay. That's a pretty cool... That's a pretty cool ability, man. That's I think that's going to be very powerful. Think about the synergizing with other champions who have abilities that decrease cooldowns, you know, like Painkeeper or Kaimar or something like that. Targeting them, it's pretty cool. Okay, we have a Bark Flesh. This is on a 3-turn cooldown when booked. Ally protection on all allies except this champion. Also a strengthen buff on all allies for 2 turns. It's the weak version of strengthen, but on a 3-turn cooldown, I think this is a very, very powerful damage mitigator. What about you?
Yeah, I like her so far. What's her passive? Broad Roots. Whenever she's healed, heals each ally except this champ by 20% of that heal.
Okay.
Wow. So I like her. Gimme.
This is a really nasty epic here, Layla. I think she's
hard to get. She's a void, so she'll be fun.
I think she's going to be, again, we're talking about, like, I'm trying to focus on faction wars. They're not going to probably add it right away if it was anything like Shadow can probably wait a little while. But man, oh man, this is a great support champion. Even the 15% strengthen on AoE on a 3-turn cooldown, I might be wrong. But I want to say there's no champion no epic that has that ability on a 3-turn.
Not that I could think of.
Maybe Felix Dirt something or other from Night Revenant, or is that a 4-turn? Either way, it's she's amazing. We have 1 champion left. It's Pathfinder Kate, the only rare. Poor Kate. She looks cool though.
I like her look though. Looks like a ranger. She looks good.
I gotta say, she looks like a ranger version of Coldheart. Let's see if her kit is that good. She's got the bow and arrow. She's got the hood. Does Coldheart have a hood? No, she doesn't. I'm an idiot.
No, Coldheart does not have a hood.
Cool. So we have a block buffs on the A1.
Okay.
Whatever. An AoE, 3-turn cooldown, 50% chance when booked of increasing the cooldown of a random skill on each target by 2 turns. Okay. And then we have a passive skill. We have a perfect veil on this champion for 1 turn whenever they kill an enemy. What do you think?
So not Cold Heart. No.
Yeah, so not Cold Heart. Yeah. Listen, it's cool to have a rare champion that has the ability of increasing the cooldown by 2 turns. But I mean, she's such a step down, it seems like, from like Basher.
Right.
You know, granted, he's a Void Epic, but I don't think she'll find a huge place in the game. It's kind of a bummer because I'm always rooting for them to release compelling rare champions. But who is your favorite Epic, Layla?
Naya, for sure.
Same Z's.
I love her.
What about you guys?
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, tell us in the comments. I definitely think she is the best as well. She looks so cool. Any final thoughts here on any of these champions, the new faction, anything? It's so funny because I was just saying in a video the other day to my audience, Layla, that I'm like, when are they ever going to add these new factions? And it looks like I had the inside info, but I swear I didn't. I was traveling. I didn't even know that they were going to add it like literally the next day. But any final thoughts on this new faction?
Good. I think they did good. I think it's fun. Like I said, it feels so diversified in there. And there is some unique stuff that we've seen that I am curious to see how it's going to work, you know, in Dungeons, Clan Boss, Faction Wars, whenever that comes around. Because to your point, I don't think we're getting that anytime soon, which is fine.
Yes.
So then now that means we got to start hitting Spider and trying to get some accessories for these guys, right?
That is true.
They've got a farm. Yeah.
That is true. And there's no word on if any of these are going to be like a fusion or anything like that, right? Or a fragment summon?
Yeah, I mean, we have no idea. By the time you guys see this anyway, there is a fusion later this week, and it's for an undead. It's Morrigan. She's in the undead faction.
Are we allowed to show that? We're allowed to show that? Okay.
Everybody knows about that now.
Yeah, okay, cool. Because I like I said, I was
guys,
traveling
don't mind
this
Ash.
weekend.
She was traveling. He doesn't know.
I was traveling this weekend, and I came back to like, oh, only 2 promo codes, 1 million new champions. I'm like, dude, Plarium. By the way, what is the last promo code for my audience in case they didn't pick it up? Do you know? Not to put you on the spot.
It is, yeah, it was in my video. So it's Skeleton Crew Forever.
Okay, let me do it right now. Guys, oh, I'm on the dev build. By the way, guys, we're on the test server right now. We're on the test server.
By the way, we're on test server, guys.
What is it again? It's the DK.
Skeleton Crew Forever.
Skeleton Crew Forever, or like the number 4 or forever?
Please type it out. Skeleton Crew Forever.
Okay, I can't even enter it in here to show you guys. Skeleton Crew Forever. Layla Fox, thank you for the promo code and thank you for joining us. I'm really excited about this new faction. Like, again, not the biggest update of all time or anything like that, but it seems like, you know, they look really cool. They have a new ability. Yeah. There's new artifact sets coming to the game. It's pretty cool news that I didn't expect to come, obviously. So thanks for joining me. I'm sure you'll be covering a bunch of this stuff on your channel, streaming all this, anything, cosplay as well, maybe some lore.
Yeah, looking forward to that. I mean, right now there's lore for Morrigan, but I'm curious who they'll do for this. Oh man, there's so many champs in there.
I know, right? Quick thought. My last question for you is quick thoughts on Morrigan.
Going to go for her. She's a traditional fusion, guys. So they're actually doing 2 traditionals back to back in case you guys weren't aware of that. I know they've been alternating between traditional and fragment. So this is going to be the other one. It's like back to back is going to be a traditional. So just be aware of that. I know. Be aware of that, guys, because we do have CVC as well too. And then we also have the 10x Rotos, the 10x Siphi. So they're really trying to drain your resources before the fusion, which is crazy.
This is true. I'm probably passing on this one as well. Are you going to go for it or no?
Well, you don't usually do fusions anyway, right? You do fragments.
I've done quite a few recently, but yeah, I usually do go to fragments. But like, unless a fusion is amazing, I'm usually going to skip on it, you know?
I probably will just because I stream. So a lot of times I can get it all done on stream anyway. So most likely I'll probably go for her. Yeah.
That's true. You guys can let us know if you're going for her. All of Layla's information will be linked in the show notes below for you guys. Go ahead and check out her channels. Give her some love. Give her some support. Layla, thank you so much for joining me today on another Raid Shadow Legends video.
Hey, thanks for having me. And I'm really glad that we got to check this out. This was brand new, you know, live reaction. First time seeing a lot of this stuff, which was great. So thank you so much for having me.
No problem, guys. Let us know what you think of these new champions. Thank you for watching. And as always, take care, guys.